In finding ease, we can work with the concept of wu wei, or effortless effort, doing, not doing. With the hands at the heart center, sense into how you can be in this shape with as little effort as you need and as much as is helpful. What effort is required to feel balanced in your hands, steady through your feet, aligned in your body, soft through each breath? Can you sense the crown of the head rising toward heaven and the feet rooted on the earth? This next practice draws on these energies of heaven and earth. It is a derivative practice from primordial Qigong. Let the hands gradually, rather than suddenly, begin to part and release down, palms facing the earth. Let the breathing feel steady, natural, and full, knees slightly bent, whole body relaxed. Breathing in, let the hands then begin to draw in earth energy from the centers of the palms. Maintain a steady in and out breath here. Hands stay soft and relaxed, shoulders relax. As the hands draw earth energy in, they lift in the direction of heaven. Around the level of the head, the palms will turn inward and slightly upward towards your face in the heavens. Begin to draw in heavenly energy, letting it fill into the form of your body. It is suggested in Taoism that earth gives us our blood and our bones, heaven, our essence and spirit. And then we'll repeat this. Centers of the palms drawing in earth energy through spirit points in acupuncture known as working palace or Laogong. And see if you can take these energies in with effortlessness, only as much effort as you need, nothing more. Then at the level of the head, the palms turn in and up. You begin drawing in heavenly essence and spirit, filling it into the form of the body. And we move into a mudra we did earlier, Power of the Immeasurable Gods. Mirroring you, right hand in front of the chest, fingers turned up, left hand at the navel. Then the right palm turns out, the palms facing each other. The bottom hand reaches out, your eyes follow that, and it floats back in. The other hand draws out, your eyes following the lifting hand, and it just repeats like this for a few rounds. This is a practice called mixing yin and yang. Your hands make figure eights, and the breathing is just steady, normal, inhaling and exhaling with the movements of the arms and hands. Mixing yin and yang is like mixing heavenly and earthly energy, yin being of the earth, solid, grounded, and dense, yang being of the heavens, light, rarefied, and pure. Begin to finish. The hands make a ball shape and release down. The knees extend a bit straighter, the thumbs hooking to the creases of their groins. Use your exhale to begin folding forward and down. Let the hands release to a comfortable place and let the head go. And with Wu Wei, effortless effort, notice how you can use just the right amount in your feet and legs, supporting the weight of your torso, allowing a soft release, effortlessness in the letting go of the head and neck. And lifting up a bit, turn toward the front of the mat and release back to child's pose. Your knees can be slightly apart or together, arms relaxing forward or by your sides, forehead to the earth. And notice the breathing. Can it feel like it's even, steady, slow, and smooth? Just being with the breath in a mindful way. And if the hands are forward, draw them back. Root the ankles and shins, chin toward chest as you begin rolling up, head last. Then lightly take the fingertips behind you, turning them away. As you breathe in, balloon the front of the chest open. It might be here that your knees stay down, though you can also lift them up. You'll know quickly if that's a good or a bad idea for your ankles and feet. Inhale again and puff the chest open. And exhale lion's breath out through the mouth. Do this twice more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Stick out the tongue. Scrunch up the face. Open or close the eyes. One more round. Lion's breath in and out. And then lower the knees down if they're up as you next breathe in. Let the thumbs come into the groin creases as you breathe out. Rooting the thumbs down, inhaling, lift the front of the chest. Exhaling, roll forward and down, merging your chest and thighs gently together. Lightly touch the forehead to the earth. Then arms reach forward. And inhale, coming onto all fours. Walk the knees forwards a bit and swivel the feet out of the way, just releasing the hips back and down to the earth. Extend the legs forward, and at this point it might be useful to sit up on a block or blanket so the back rounds less. Bend your right knee in, foot finds the ground. Place the foot a few inches away from the inner left thigh. Flex the front foot and root the sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen the crown. And then exhale, wrap the left arm around the front of the right knee. Back fingertips onto the ground behind you. Turn those fingertips away from you as you breathe out. And be careful here not to cross the bent right knee in front of the chest so much as you use your chest and your back to turn. You can stay here, or you can let the elbow move outside of that knee. Just take a full breath in, lengthening the spine, crown up, sitting bones down. Exhaling, looking over your back shoulder. And then inhale back into center. As you exhale, lower the right knee down so that the sole of the right foot is against the inner thigh. Take a breath in, look toward the left leg. Exhaling, folding toward that leg for Janu Sirsasana A. And here, keep length through the spine by drawing the shoulders actively in and down towards your lower back and kidneys. And this might help you round less through the upper chest and back. You can also bend the left knee a bit. The main thing is you want the breathing to feel full and less restricted in the front or backs of your lungs. Then breathing in, release and lift your chest as well as your right arm up and back. Exhale, place it down on the ground behind you, fingertips turned away. Inhale, lift the hips toward that front knee, front toes on the earth, inner edge of the foot. And then exhale and just feel where that arm wants to go. It can be either to the side or it can reach behind you. Take a breath in and exhale, release back down on the out breath. And from here, there's a weight shift. Shifting over onto the right hip, let the left leg start to draw out to the side. Bend the knee as it moves behind you into a zigzag-like shape. Flex your front toes, front shin at a 90-degree angle, parallel to your yoga mat. Let the weight of the body rest fully into the right hip. Then walk the hands forward, feeling for the release through the outer right hip. You can also fold forward if it's comfortable and feels safe for your hips. Generally, with the right knee at a right angle, this pose is very safe for the knees. It's good to keep the right foot flexed though, just to protect that knee. The point of all these poses is to get good at listening to what's felt and present in every moment. Listening gives us that space to respond with greater awareness, insight, and wisdom. And coming up, bring your back knee forward and prepare for Marichyasana 3 twist. The right leg straightens, the left knee will bend, foot on the ground, a few inches away from the inner right leg. Take a breath in, front foot is flexed. Exhale, wrap the right arm around the front of the left knee. Back hand spins back, fingertips on the ground facing away from you. Sitting bones down, tailbone down, crown of the head up, exhaling to twist. Breathing in, lengthen the spine, and breathing out, twisting with the option to bring the right elbow outside the left knee again. Keep the front knee stable. That ensures more of a twist in the mid-upper back rather than in the lower back, which isn't designed to twist very much, only about 5 degrees. Then releasing, turn back toward the straight front leg. Lower the bent knee down, Janusirsasana A. Turning towards your left leg, breathe in. Tip forwards and down as you breathe out. Notice the space for breath. In Chinese, there's a saying, 用意不用力. It means use intention rather than force. Explore using kind intention rather than any aggression to help you deepen this pose. And one more full breath. And then as you breathe in, lift the head, chest, and arm, left arm all the way up overhead. Reach it behind you, placing the hand down, fingers turned away from you. Should be behind your left hip. Then the front toes turn down so the inner edge of the foot is on the ground. As you inhale, lift the hips forward and then upward. The weight is on your left bent knee as well as the inner edge of your right foot. Top arms either by the ear or back behind you. Puff open the chest and invite the sacrum to extend towards your tailbone, lengthening the lower back. And then with your next out breath, release, sitting back down. And take a breath in. And draw the right leg out to the side, breathing out, bending it behind you into a zigzag. The front shin be at a 90-degree angle to the hips, parallel to the front of the mat. Inhale and lengthen the front of the chest. Exhale, begin folding forward and down. And make sure to keep more weight on the left hip. This pose can feel like quite a deep hip opener, and we want to make sure to keep the knee joints safe. As you go deeper in the pose, see if you can use the right amount of effort. The Buddha called right effort Samapadana. Through right effort, we cultivate skillful thoughts and actions rather than unskillful ones. Instead of tightening around intense sensation, for example, we cultivate curiosity and care for the sensation, especially if it's intense or difficult. As you breathe in, begin to come up. Bring the back knee forward and extend both legs forward. Take a breath in here. And then tip forward, bending your knees a little, noticing the sensations and feelings of being in a symmetrical shape, Invite your shoulders to release down the back and the sides of the waist to lengthen. Spread the toes. Breathe. And then gradually release and come up. Scoot forwards a bit and use your hands to support you. Exhaling down, finding your way onto your back. Bend the knees, feet as wide as your yoga mat. Let the knees move side to side, releasing the lower back and hips. And walk the feet in, hips distance wide. Breathe into your 2 feet resting on the mat. Spread the toes. Root your feet, lift your hips, coming into bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana. The hips rise up, the feet root down. Your hands either rest by the sides or they interlace beneath the back, rolling the shoulders onto the ground. So your choice is to remain here. Or if some of you have a regular back bend practice, you can lift into Urdhva Dhanurasana or upward facing bow. For this pose, the hands are by the shoulders, palms down. Hug the elbows in, lifting first onto your head, reposition your hands. And then with inner stillness like a mountain and fluidity like water, press the arms towards straight. Expand across the lower back and the shoulders, and keep the toes turned straight. Breathe. Enjoy this part. Then, from whichever back bend you're in, begin to lower down by reversing the way you have come in to come out. From upward facing bow, first onto your head and then your shoulders. And lastly, everyone roll the spine down. And once you're down, slide your hips off center to the right. Draw your knees into your chest and lift your head towards your knees, exhaling. Then inhale and lower the head down. Exhale and twist the knees across to the left. Right arm can reach to the side or overhead. And take a full breath here, in and out. And after your next breath in, exhale, untwist, knees coming back to center. Feet down, shift your hips to the left, off center from the shoulders. Inhale, knees to your chest. Exhale, head towards your knees. Then inhale the head down. And exhale, twist the knees across to the right. The knees can come all the way to the ground. And slide the left arm out to the side or overhead. You can explore some longer out breaths here that soothe, that offer space and ease, fertilizing the ground for your practice of Shavasana. And exhale, untwist. Center your pelvis again. Straighten the legs. Take anything that's helpful for you for Shavasana. And align your body just right so that it feels symmetrical. And then with sincere effort, begin to let go. Allow the letting go to help dismantle tension and tightness wherever you might notice it in the body. In letting go, explore just your capacity for softness, openness, and a mindful, embodied presence. Also invite your awareness to feel natural, fluid, and free. Not too tight, not too loose. allowing for the free flow of experience to move through you and you to move with it. As you let go, it can be like stepping into the stream of the fluid, changing nature of all experience. And as you let go, soften any tight spots in the eyes, mouth, tongue, jaw, and throat. When these relax, open to the potential for greater spaciousness and ease. Allow the membrane of the skin to become more porous and more permeable. In the last minute, amplify the spaciousness. Then the breath. As it deepens, can you listen for the feeling of it in your body? In your awareness of the breath, you are present. And this presence, it can be like making an appointment with life, right here, right now. And listen for the sensations of the head as it turns side to side. Begin moving the fingers and the toes. Then bend your knees, resting your feet on the earth. Your arms, reach them back behind you to the ground. Your body, roll it from the back to its side. And from the side, bring yourself all the way back up into sitting. Take a moment to notice the space for breath and how the body feels after this practice. May our awareness, our embodied presence of breathing, moving, and meeting experience help us find balance and greater ease. May these also help us live with greater kindness, clarity, and compassion. And may these qualities of kindness, clarity, and compassion ripple out so that we may all experience greater peace within, around us, and throughout time. Namaste.